Hello everyone, welcome back to our weekly market analysis video with me, Frankie, your market analyst at Markets For You. In today's video, we'll be looking at the key economic events and data releases from August 11th to August 15th, 2025. I've already set up my screen to display the economic calendar from the traders room at Markets For You. I've set the dates from August 11th to August 15th, covering this week's important events in GMT. Please remember to adjust to your respective time zones. Let's dive into this week's events. Tuesday starts with Australian NAB business confidence data, followed by the highly anticipated Reserve Bank of Australia interest rate decision, where the central bank is expected to cut rates to 3.6% from the current 3.85%. We'll also see UK employment figures and the crucial US inflation data, including core inflation rate figures. Japanese PPI data rounds out the day. Wednesday features UK RICS house price balance data. Thursday includes Australian employment figures, UK GDP data and industrial production, Eurozone industrial production, US PPI figures with initial jobless claims, and Japanese GDP data. Friday concludes with US New York Empire State Manufacturing Index, retail sales data, industrial production, and Michigan consumer sentiment. This week's key market-moving events will be the Reserve Bank of Australia interest rate decision on Tuesday and the US inflation data on the same day. These releases should create significant opportunities across major pairs. Now, let's go to the technical analysis. This week, we'll focus on the British pound against the US dollar and the Australian dollar against the US dollar, as both instruments face significant data releases and central bank decisions. Let's start with the British pound against the US dollar. Looking at the daily chart, the pound-dollar pair is currently trading around 1.3448, showing signs of recovery after recent weakness. The pair faces important UK employment data on Tuesday and GDP figures on Thursday, which could provide direction for the pound. Looking at important levels, the British pound against the US dollar has support at 1.3354 and 1.3182, while resistance can be found at 1.3579 and 1.3747. The price is currently trading slightly above the 20-day moving average, the white line, which is acting as dynamic support. The stochastic oscillator is moving higher, entering the overbought area, suggesting strong bullish momentum but also potential for a pullback. The 1.3579 resistance level will be particularly important to watch, as a break above could signal a return to bullish momentum for the pound. Now, let's turn to the Australian dollar against the US dollar. On the daily chart, the Australian dollar is currently trading around 0.6521, facing a crucial Reserve Bank of Australia interest rate decision on Tuesday. The RBA is expected to cut rates by 25 basis points to 3.6%, which could put downward pressure on the Australian dollar. Looking at key levels, the Australian dollar against the US dollar has support at 0.6452 and 0.6371, while resistance stands at 0.6597 and 0.6677. The price is currently trading slightly above the 20-day moving average, the white line, which is acting as dynamic support. The stochastic oscillator is moving higher, entering the overbought area, suggesting strong bullish momentum but also potential for a pullback. Thursday's Australian employment data could provide additional movement following the rate decision. The 0.6452 support level will be crucial to watch during Tuesday's RBA decision, as a rate cut confirmation could drive the pair toward the lower support at 0.6371. Both instruments could see considerable volatility this week. Traders should be particularly cautious during Tuesday's RBA decision and US inflation data, as these events can cause sudden spikes in volatility and potential gap risks. Remember, always manage your risk carefully and never invest more than you can afford to lose. That's it for this week's analysis. See you in the next video.